To the Math and Physics Resource Center online. My name is Amanda, and today we're going to be looking at Calculus 1, Math 161, evaluating integrals using substitution that involves radicals. So the first thing we're going to do is with a u substitution is we're going to look at what we're going to make into our u. What are we going to substitute? So when working with a radical, it's most typically going to be the thing under the radical. So the reason why we need to do a u sub instead of just integrating normally is because of this x squared here. Because that makes it so we cannot integrate just by taking the antiderivative, because we don't know the antiderivative of this. So we're going to set u equal to this right in here. And the other reason why this works, setting the u equal to 3x squared minus 2, is because we're going to take the derivative of it, and that's going to become our du. And that derivative is going to be 9x squared, and the minus 2, the derivative of negative 2, is 0. So now we have an x squared in here that will help get rid of this x squared. So now we need to find our du. So when we take the derivative of du, and we're taking it in terms of x, it's going to be 9x dx because we took the derivative. So now we're going to rearrange it so it's in terms of dx, so we can plug it in. So from this, we're going to get dx equals du divided by 9x squared. So now we're going to plop that in to our original function, but next thing we need to change, before we can do that, we need to change our bounds. Our bounds are currently in terms of x, but we need to make them in terms of u. So we're going to plug them in into our u. So our new bound of 5 is going to be, our new upper bound in terms of u is going to be 373. And our new lower bound is going to be 3 times 2 cubed minus 2. So now we're going to set up the new integral. Our new integral is going to be from the lower bound of 22 to 373. And it's going to be x squared times the square root of u, because 3x squared minus 2 is now u, 3x cubed minus 2 is now just u. And instead of dx, it is now du over 9x squared. So now, from this new substitution, x squared and 9x squared, well, x squared divided by x squared is 1, therefore it cancels. So now we have pretty much a brand new problem. So we have 22, 373. The 1/9 is a constant, so we can bring it out front. That's going to be a square root of u du. So now we have a brand new problem. Now with this problem, we just take the antiderivative of square root of u. So square root of u is the same thing as u to the 1/2. So if we add 1 and divide by the new sum of the new exponent, so that's going to equal 3 over 2. So if we divide by 3 over 2, it's going to be 2/3. So that means it's going to come out to be 1/9 that carries down times 2/3 u to the 3/2, and that's going to be from the bounds of 22 to 373. And I'm going to evaluate it on the next slide. We're going to have 1/9 times 2/3 times the upper bound, so 373, to the 3 over 2 power. That's going to be minus 2/3 times the lower bound, which is 22, to the 3 over 2 power. And that is going to equal out in a calculator to be 525.97. Thank you for visiting the online resources from Saginaw Valley State University.